If you want to feel more connected to humanity and a little less alone, listen to Beautiful Anonymous. Each week, I take a phone call from one random anonymous human being. There's over 400 episodes in our back catalog. You get to feel connected to all these different people all over the world. Recent episodes include one where a lady survived a murder attempt by her own son. But then the week before that, we just talked about Star Trek. It can be anything. It's unpredictable. It's raw. It's real. Get Beautiful Anonymous wherever you listen to podcasts.
Welcome to episode 11 of the Wilderness Podcast. Today's date's November 14th, 2016. Thank you for joining us this evening. I am your host, Dills, and with me is Mr. Deegan.
Hey guys, how's it going?
How'd your week?
Pretty fucked. A lot of schoolwork and shit.
Yeah, that sucks.
Yeah, like a ridiculous amount, Yeah, until December 10th, it's gonna be awful.
That's nice. You got a whole month of it, so
yeah,
cool,
See,
fun.
The thing that really worries me though is what day was it? Friday. I stayed at the school late. I usually finish at I think 4 o'clock, and I was there, and it was 8 or 9 o'clock, and one of my professors were actually still at the school, and he came in, and he's me and him just talked for a while, and he's yeah, you're the only student in this program that's actually here at 9 o'clock on a Friday. And I'm just show him all the work I had to get done and shit, and he's yeah, I guess that's good. It was just super awkward because he's pretty much wow, man, you need to get some friends or something. It's just oh my god. Comes in, I just have all the computers taken with random RuneScape accounts and shit.
Damn. Mm-hmm. Playing any games this week?
I actually played some League of Legends last night.
Oh shit, really?
Yeah, I was actually I actually had fun. Me and my two friends we kind of just did stupid shit because I don't know. I guess because it's that preseason thing.
Yeah,
everyone's kind of just trying random stuff.
Season 6 ended, didn't it?
Yeah, so now I'm I was just playing random shit. We would pick each other's champions and shit.
Oh yeah,
it was pretty fun. And I did some raiding on WoW, and
I haven't played in a couple of months. Oh, you did some raiding in WoW. How'd that go? Were you conscious for this one?
Yeah, I was conscious for this one, but I re-rolled. I had to kind of re-roll my class because they needed a mage.
So you had to start a new character?
I didn't have to, but I really when you're raiding in WoW, generally you stack certain classes, so you'll have a lot of hunters or mages and stuff. Certain classes that are just always going to be good. And our guild has no mages, and you really need mages. So
just find some mages. Why can't you just advertise? Sounds a lot easier than making a whole new account.
It's really hard to find people that actually know what they're doing and they stick around, because our guild's not that good. It's just a bunch of friends and stuff, but I don't know. I really didn't mind. I didn't really like playing a druid, so I went mage, and I was super under geared for the raid, and that was fine though. They just
true.
It was weird because I used to raid with them all the time during the summer, and then now that school started, and I haven't really raided with them this expansion. And
have they made any progress since you last played?
Yeah, they made it quite a bit, but there's a lot of new people.
Okay.
And it's so serious now.
Wasn't it serious before?
It was, but I could always just joke around and make stupid jokes, and just when I don't know, because it's kind of hard to explain, but usually we're raiding, and it's when you're fighting the boss, of course, everyone's focusing and paying attention, and then once you have certain bosses on farm, and and you're just like in general, like it's supposed to be like, laid back and pretty casual and like fun and shit, and like I don't know, like I was just like making jokes and shit, people were laughing, and then I just get like a PM being like, yo, you gotta stop making jokes, you're taking everyone like out of focus.
Did you get written up?
Yeah, pretty much, dude. I got demoted, dude. I was an
Fucking
officer,
suspended?
and then I got demoted mid-raid to a raider.
Really?
And I'm just like, yeah, I don't really give a fuck. Well, I kind of do, because it's kind of like, why? That's kind of weird, but I don't. It's so serious now, though. Like, and because we were like, there was a new raid that came out, right? So I guess like that's one reason why it's super serious. But like, we would have like downtime, and I would sit there and like make jokes and shit, and like, just fuck with people, and yeah, like I was just getting PMs from like one of the officers, just been like, dude, you have to stop. Like we're all sitting here focusing, like we're in the raiding mindset, and I'm just like, dude, fuck off, man. It's a fucking game, dude. Like,
stop trying to duel everyone every time there's a break.
But like I also, because I was like super under geared, and they're like, yeah, that's fine. Like just who gives a shit? Just come along anyways. Like I was pretty much a fresh max, like I max leveled that day. And, yeah, so, like, I had really shitty gear, and I, like, obviously bottom of the DPS and stuff, like, but, like, that was, like, they were all fine with that. So what I did was I brought, I don't know if you remember Tyler from back in the day in high school, one of my old buddies, but, he plays WoW super hard, and, like, at one point, like, last week or something, he was, like, ranked 29 Shadow Priest in North America.
Okay.
Like, he fucking goes hard. He's, like, fully, like, mythic geared and shit. So I brought him along just to, like, kind of pick up my slack. And then he, like, left, like, before, like, we finished the raids because he, got bored.
Okay.
And they all, like, just started being such dicks about him. They all, like, because they didn't know I actually knew this guy in real life.
Okay.
They honestly thought I just found some random dude and brought him along. And they all start shit-talking him and shit. And I'm just like, yo, what the fuck? What's wrong with these guys? Is this what happens when, like, I leave? Do they just start shit-talking? And I was just kind of like, yo, guys, chill the fuck out. He's a buddy of mine. And then it got really awkward. And then we just continued raiding.
That sounds like a fun game to play.
It's fun when I'm allowed to make things fun. Like, when I'm allowed to joke and shit and then gamble.
It's fun on the guild fun days, which only happen on the second Sunday of every month. So
yeah, exactly. Those are the days I show up for. Yeah, what about you, though?
Me, So, yeah, work's been a bit stressful lately. We've been mad busy for a couple months now. So the boss felt kind of bad, I guess, and they had a little barbecue on Friday and gave away some prizes, and I won a lawnmower, so cool. Yay.
Did you really?
Yeah, I won a lawnmower, so that's pretty sweet.
Damn, dude.
Yeah. Watched Sausage Party on the weekend. It's not bad.
Nice.
It's alright. And kind of played a lot of RuneScape, and then kind of did it at the same time. I guess, like, Sunday I played a shit ton of RuneScape. My girlfriend was at work, and I'm just like, fuck it, I'm not going to even get dressed today.
Yeah.
Fantastic. So, last week I said I was going to have my pure ready to PK by today, and nope, not really. I guess I'm kind of close, but I basically have all the quests done except for the big quests to do, so I got to do that this week. So I'm guessing by next week I should be good, because I forgot to...
You still have Cabin Fever and stuff to do?
Yeah, I gotta do Cabin Fever, and then that leads into the Great Brain Robbery. I got Monkey Madness to do, and I decided I'm gonna do Ancient Magics too, so there we go.
Yeah.
That's there. And I also forgot that you kind of gotta grind for a few skills.
Oh yeah, man, like... There's some really silly
50 fishing and like 52 thieving. I thought you would kind of get that, well, whatever. So I'm kind of I got to grind to those, and then I got to do the actual quest itself.
Are you gonna get the mithril gloves?
I did some, because I said it probably like 4 episodes back now. Maybe I was gonna do a little Pures guide, so I've been doing that, and. So while I was doing that, I've been comparing a lot of items and shit. The mithril gloves aren't as good as the combat bracers. Like, they're pretty close, but basically all the offensive. I'm just doing this off the top of my head. I think all the offensive stats of the mithril gloves are 5, and all the defensive stats are 6. While the combat bracelet is the opposite: 6 offensive stats, 5 defensive.
Oh, really?
Yeah, something like that, and the same strength bonus.
Oh shit, eh?
Yeah, so maybe I think I have room to do it, but yeah. So, anyways, I've been just doing that, and I decided I wanted to. I can't remember why. I think I was really tired Saturday night, and I think I had like my second wind, so I was like, "Oh, I want to try something new." You know what? I'm gonna make a level 3 skiller. That would be great, or that would be fun. That's a great way to spend my Saturday night. So then I made that, and then didn't want to pay for membership, so I cut trees all night.
Nice.
So that's all the boring stuff, I suppose. And then I played my main and did some Slayer. Nothing interesting there, but I kind of noticed this. I've been doing a bunch of Slayer, and I haven't gotten any rare encounters. Like, that update came out a handful of weeks back.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't seen one of them, and I just forgot they even existed. I just haven't seen them, so maybe I'm not fighting the right monsters, or...
You can only get rare encounters on certain monsters.
You have to unlock, maybe you have to unlock it. I don't even know. I can't remember.
Yeah, well, you can put points in, I think, to get like a better chance. I think. Like I remember just buying something for like 150 points the day it came out.
Yeah.
But even then, like, yeah, I've only gotten 2, and they're both on separate Dust Devil tasks.
Oh, that's cool. So,
yeah.
Are they a challenge at all, or is it?
Not the Dust Devil ones. They're pretty easy.
Okay.
And I mean, the way I do Dust Devils is just like Ice Burst them. I mean, Blood Burst them.
Oh, fuck, really? That's
I
so
gather them all
expensive.
Well, I don't know. I had enough
that's a
runes
good
just
way.
in my...
It's a good experience, though, right?
Yeah. I just had a bunch of runes in my bank that were, like, I had, like, over 1,000 casts of it just sitting in my bank from just looting shit.
Yeah.
And I was like, you know, fuck it. And I just, like, started just doing it like that. You get it done ridiculously fast. And, yeah, it's nice watching those huge experience drops.
Yeah, it makes it more fun. Like, I can't really talk because I ice burst from 85 to 94. And
Yeah.
on those skeletal monkeys. But, yeah, so I was bored, though, and I decided I wanted to do some PKing, but I didn't really want to risk anything, so I want to do what everybody loves, and I went and PK'd. I went tried to PK some rune crafters. Yay, fun! Anyways,
Just dick them over, get those free glories.
yeah. So no, I just want whatever. I was like, you know, let's just do this for fun. I kind of want to PK, but I was really tired, and like I didn't want to, you know, face someone who was probably just gonna wreck me because my reaction time would be so slow. So, anyways. Decided to, whatever. So PKing rune crafters and fucking, I get one guy in the first 5 minutes and I just kill him. So I guess I'll go over runecraft PKing real quickly. You basically want 85 magic, and there's a dude in like level 6 wilderness right by Edgeville. Just north of it. He'll teleport you to this place called the Abyss, and you can pretty much runecraft any rune you want. So a lot of runecrafters go there, and when you go into the Abyss, it drains your prayer to 0 and gives you a skull in your head. So basically everyone doing it is going to have a glory. They're going to teleport to Edgeville so that they can just do, you know, farm whatever rune they're runecrafting. And it's a pretty fast experience. That's how I do it too. So one thing that happens is, because I know from experience, people get careless. There are times where I saw a guy running at me, and I was like, man, he could have teleported, he could have turned around, ran away, and he didn't, and I would be able to kill him. So I think that's how I got the first kill. He just like kept running at me. Maybe he thought he would be able to get to teleporter before I could get him. Because even if you teleblock him, if he gets to the guy will still teleport him. It only prevents the guy from using a glory. So anyways, I won't speak too long about this. I fucking killed one dude, world hop to the next world. Someone came out literally like 30 seconds, and I killed them, grabbed it, and then So when I killed the first dude, there was some dude who was splashing on a skeleton right nearby, where he was killing skeletons.
Yeah.
And he was kind of commentating. He was just like, "Oh, rip." And then the other guy started flaming me as he died. You know, he's like, "You're a piece of shit, you fucking sad fucking loser." And I was just like, whatever, buddy.
You small man. How could you?
Yeah, exactly. So anyways, killed him, switched worlds, killed somebody else. They didn't say anything. Thank God. Kept my ego intact. And then, anyways, the guy who was commentating messages me and says, "Yo, the dude's back." And I fucking teleport. Literally 30 seconds. The guy's running in the exact same gear, skulled, and I fucking snare him, TB him, kill him again. And he's like, "You're so fucking sad and pathetic. Learn how to play, you fucking noob piece of shit." And I was just like, dude, it's not supposed to be this easy. In the course of 5 minutes, I have 3 glories. Plus, on top of that, the D-hide and, you know, little items they had there, adamant pickaxes and black pickaxes, shit like that.
Yeah.
So I was like, fuck, that's, I guess that happened.
Yeah, it's a life.
So that was kind of cool. And then I was like, you know, let's take this and bring it to the obelisk, the air obelisk underneath Edgeville. Well, not underneath Edgeville, but you have to take Edgeville dungeon to get there.
Yeah.
That's in the wilderness. And I remember that story you told me where you found that dude and he had 2 mil on him.
Yeah.
He's killing black demons. So I thought maybe I'll get lucky or maybe I'll find someone just and get tons of cosmic runes. So I went there and so I'm really tired still. Like it's whatever. I'm kind of just running muscle memory and adrenaline. So I'm like looking and then I go down. So I'll just go over it quickly. People will be running to this air obelisk that's underneath the Edgeville dungeon, like I just said, and usually people get lazy and they'll carry a shit ton of cosmic runes because you need cosmic runes to charge the orbs. And yeah, people will get lazy and bring like 1,000, so they have to keep banking and taking them out. I do the same thing. So that's what I'm kind of hoping on finding. Instead, as I'm waiting there, I kind of probably playing my skiller, chopping some oak trees, and some fucking dude starts like specs me. Like he was gonna kill me. He had an Armadillo Godsword, but I don't know if he spec'd me because I didn't see him spec me. But I looked over and he fucking hit me. And my health was like so low, and I had a Ring of Life on me, and it teleported me out of there. So that was good.
Easy.
Yeah, because like I looked over, my heart just dropped because I don't know if I was skulled at this point, but still, I would have lost some Mystic, man. That's like a good 100K. The losses would be real.
Yeah, not worth.
Yeah. Yeah,
I don't know. On my pure, whenever I need money, I go kill like air obelisk people. It's from the day.
Yeah, that's what I noticed.
Actually, like
a lot of people doing rune crafting and the obelisks are between level 40 and 60. So
yeah,
that makes it difficult because you want to kind of tele block them, which needs 85 you need 85 magic unless you can get lucky and KO them before they can teleport with whatever glory.
Yeah, see, that's the thing. Usually what I do is I'll like go up the ladder, find a guy, like shoot him with my crossbow, and then just stack him with the Gmaul spec, and like yeah, usually it's a free kill, but sometimes like the second you pop up, you'll just see like 4 people teleport like immediately because they're bots.
Oh, really? That's hilarious.
Yeah. Like what I do sometimes just to be a dick, it's just AFK, like kind of just stand at the black demons and you just watch the bots just like you see on the minimap them coming, and the second they see you, they just teleport, and then like 10 seconds later, you see them come back again. Like they run back, and they'll just sit there and keep teleporting back, and then after a couple times, they go to the next world. So then you just world hop, and you just sit there, and
that's really funny.
Fun. Yeah, it's pretty good.
Shit, I forget what I was gonna say. Oh yeah. Anyways, what I wanted to say was I noticed when I was doing PKing the rune crafters, sometimes someone would run up and they'd be close to like the level range that I could kill them. So I was there for a while, so I kind of had it mapped out the levels I could kill at what parts of the wilderness because they're running deeper, and I'm sitting kind of at like level 5.
Mm-hmm.
But basically, people who would be untouchable behind me, they're 3 levels away or whatever, they'd run, and as soon as they saw me, they'd backtrack and then instantly teleport. And I'm like not even moving. And that happened to me like 3 times. Like as someone's like running to RuneCraft, they see me and just teleport real quickly, and I'm just like, I can't even get you, but that's hilarious. Yeah, the people who I can kill just run straight to me, like they're just like, maybe that PK won't notice me. But fuck, I can't. Like I know exactly what mindset you're in. You've been doing it for hours, probably. You're just doing it on muscle memory. And for me, especially, I don't want to teleport back, so it's going to throw my whole groove off. So I'm just going to try to bucket to the guy who can teleport you. I've done that, and there's a bunch of times I've gone away because whatever reason, the skeleton, like, yeah, whatever.
Yeah.
So yeah, anyways, I also did some Nightmare Zone on my main. I think I'm close to 95 strength now, so that's pretty neat.
Yeah.
And yeah, that's about it. So let's move right into the news, shall we?
Yeah, I think it's time.
All right, so quickly we'll go over what some people have been talking about, I guess mainly on Twitter and the subreddit. Have you seen the twisted bow design that's come out?
I actually haven't seen the design.
There's a few of them, so I don't know how many they're at now, but Mod West, I believe, is the one designing it. He's posting a bunch of pictures, trying to say, what do you guys like more? Which ones do you prefer? And we'll make it that one. So a lot of people giving it shit, and I saw a lot of suggestions saying making it more dark, and it kind of looks like something you might want to call an abyssal bow.
Yeah.
And yeah, there's just been a lot of people not liking the design. Some people, like, he's been tweaking the design. I like every design he's done so far. He's doing minor tweaks, so I'm just like, yeah, that's cool. And whatever. It's all pretty neat looking. You can go on Twitter and find that. Maybe we'll retweet them afterwards. We'll have them all there so you can see them. But yeah, that's gonna be coming from the raid. So yeah, it's what people are talking about.
Yeah.
All right, now things
I should probably just look up the design now real quick. But yeah, keep going.
Yeah, you can look it up. Like I said, I'm okay with every design he's done. I hope it doesn't change it too much, because twisted bow kind of reminds me of something that would come from like, a nature-ish element. Like I picture kind of like twisted branches, maybe infused with like, because you're gonna remember this bow is gonna be shooting magic damage, or it's gonna be having magic base damage, so it's gonna be based on the opponent's magic resistance and magic level. Mm-hmm. Anyways, I picture that to be, that's something that could come from like, maybe not the gods, but the powers of nature, especially something called a twisted bow. You got to remember items also coming out are like the elder armors. Oh, actually, I hope they pass. They might not come out. So, But remember, we got the Elder Maul coming in, right? That's still happening, right? They didn't take that away. The Elder Maul and the Elder Wand. So, unless I'm totally out of the fucking loop, and that's been like just thrown in the trash like months ago.
Yeah, I think they passed, right? I'm not.
You know what? Sure. I'm just gonna gamble and say, looking forward to that Maul that's gonna come out, and the Elder Wand. All right. Anyways,
let's hope.
Rambling about things that don't matter too much. Let's go on to the actual news. So they announced the Dead Man Mode Invitational. So if you don't know what that is, over the course of 5 days, the top 2,000 players from the Dead Man season will start over. And at the end of the 5 days... Holy shit, let me start that over again. The top 2,000 players from the Dead Man season will start over, and over the course of 5 days, they'll train their accounts and, start their accounts over. And at the end of it, the tournament will start, and the winner will be rewarded with $10,000. So, the date will be Saturday, December 17th. You going to be tuning in?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, I'm going to try it too. It's always kind of fun to watch, and each one's been pretty different so far. So, if you haven't watched, I would suggest, maybe try watching. I think they have, how many have they had? Like, it's one of the, I can't remember, I'm trying to think when this first started.
Yeah, I don't know exactly when Because I kind of completely missed the first Deadman mode.
Yeah, point being...
Yeah.
No, I just want to say the Deadman mode seasons are pretty frequent, so if you haven't seen any of them yet, either go back and watch them, but you want to see them live, watch this new one now, and then you can... The next one's just a few months away, pretty much.
Yeah. So, it's like 3 months or something, right? Or, 3 months in between each.
Something like that. But, sorry, I got kind of mixed up, but I wanted to say is, it's cool because so far each Deadman mode, Deadman tournament, the game's been played out pretty differently. They've done some tweaks, and we'll see how the person wins this time. If it's going to be like some minor exploit, you could argue, I suppose, or if it's going to be a battle to the death.
I mean, I hope it's actual like fucking combat, not like someone hiding and eating and shit. I want to see like I don't want to see someone eating the fog or Wooks hiding somewhere and eating. Like I want to see like an actual like one-on-one that's like left. Like I want to see some actual action, not just like the one person cheesing the game and one person just like sitting in the fog, I guess.
Yeah, exactly.
In the battle zone.
I feel like it encourages people to play in small groups and find these little areas where they can get away with this type of stuff, if that makes sense. Anyways, I definitely suggest watching it because it'll be fun to watch. And either way, if something like that happens, it's always fun to watch the shitstorm blow up afterwards. That's always...
Yeah, exactly.
Grab some popcorn and enjoy the show. All right. We also got Hardcore Iron Man mode was released. Did you start an Iron Man? Hardcore Iron Man?
I haven't, but
the
second I'm done school, the second I hand in my last project, man, I'm making a Hardcore Iron Man. Oh my god. I'm going to have some fun with that.
Just do it up. No, I haven't made one either. But anyways, if you don't know, it's an Iron Man that when you die, you will lose your Hardcore Iron Man status. So it's kind of cool.
Yeah, and someone actually made a Twitter account that tweets out every time a Hardcore Iron Man dies, and it like tells.
Oh, in the top 1,000, I believe, right?
I don't know what's like ranking, but
I think I saw it being the top 1,000 players.
Yeah, it's still really neat though to like scroll through the Twitter feed and like, oh, this person died. Hey, 10 minutes later, someone else died. Like,
what I think would be cool, I don't know if this would kill the game mode, but when someone dies, if they had the option to restart from all the stats level 1 again, like a fresh account, and maybe it would count their deaths. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, see that I actually really like that.
So yeah, that's what I think would be cool because then you could see, the number one the number one Hardcore Iron Man is on his 10th live, but he's all maxed out. So cool. You know what I mean?
Oh, wait, do you mean like? So, like, when you die, your stats save and you restart to everything base 1?
Yeah, I was saying, like, you're
Like, what I thought you meant is, like, when you die...
Yeah, your high score would follow you with it. Maybe. Actually, I don't know. I don't really care. I just wish you had, like, a live counter. I think it'd be pretty cool
to have it, like, if you die, you can either continue as a normal Iron Man and you keep everything... Or your account gets completely wiped and you're back at square one, still as a Hardcore Iron Man, though.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah. I actually really like that idea, because that's the one thing that, like, kind of makes me, like, Because, like, the second my guy dies, I don't want to just be a normal Iron Man, because, like, we have our Iron Man challenge
Exactly,
and stuff.
Yeah. I want this to be a fresh new account where you die, you start from the very beginning again.
Yeah, exactly. It'd be pretty cool.
Because then you could be like, oh, man, like, think of the loss. You'd lose, like, if you're at high level and you lost everything, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. But I do think maybe it should keep track of your... Somewhere it would show your last... I don't know. Show your highest... your best life, maybe?
Yeah. It would just kind of show that until, like, maybe you beat it.
Something like that.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. That's my suggestion. Let's not ramble too long on it. So, along with the Hardcore Iron Man mode... came out, Iron Man can no longer get drops from bosses that are being tanked for them. So that was a little bit of a problem before, where people had their mains that would tank the boss for them, while the Iron Man would be able to kill the boss and get the drop.
Yeah, like I'm pretty happy they made this change, because it's such a I'm kind of surprised it took them so long to change this, because that's actually such a big exploit for Iron Man. Like, so many people have like good accounts because they just have a main that pretty much does all the heavy lifting for them.
Yeah.
And like when I remember when Iron Man first came out, you were able to like buy items out of the store, so people would like sell like 99 crafting to a general store, and they'd buy it on their Iron Man and stuff. Like, there's so many like little exploits that, like, hopefully they can finish like patching them all out.
Yeah, and that's the thing. Like, are you only playing an Iron Man to say you're an Iron Man? Because then why don't you just play a normal account if you're just gonna be trying to fucking
exactly
exploit kills and shit?
Like, the whole point of an Iron Man is to like is to enjoy and like have the fun of like being an Iron Man, not just like bragging rights.
Yeah, the challenge. You're supposed to do it.
Yeah,
because you want to do it. So yeah, glad to see they made that little change. There's some other changes, but they're pretty minor. We're not going to go over them. So they have I guess an update idea. It's in the polls right now, so we'll just go over it. We can talk about what we like, what we don't like, and our opinions maybe. So we'll give a little shout out to Lore Master RS. This was a suggestion made by him, found on Reddit. So cool. I like how Jagex kind of sees ideas they like, and they'll just pick it up like that.
Yeah, kind of run with it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I see this guy all the time posting, and he always posts like really cool ideas and shit.
I was doing some research for that thing, or not whatever. But I was looking at the ballista, and a Reddit post came up saying idea suggestion about putting ballistas into the game, and they also say call it like a spear thrower or harpoon gun or something.
Yeah.
And then a lot of people are like, no, it'll be dead content. So many people saying that. It's hilarious. So anyways.
Yeah, it's the opposite.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, let's get through this, because there's a bunch of them here. So yeah, introducing silver jewelry, which is going to be just like gold jewelry, but silver. Instead of using ruby, emerald, sapphire, and diamond, whatever, it'll be using opal, red topaz, and jade. So first, I'm going to say to enchant them, to require magic levels 1 through 3. I think I read that right, because that seemed really fucking low to me, and I was like, what the hell? Okay, so I'm going to read these over, and we'll go over what we like and what we don't like about them. Keep in mind, okay, you know what? Let's not even talk about the magic enchanting levels, because I think that's such a low enchanting level for these items, because they seem, for all of them, I think it's like, really? A level 1 should be able to enchant this item? It's fucking so, I don't know. I don't understand when they have that sometimes. Like, same with the toxic blowpipe. You need like 52 crafting to make it. I'm just like, what? Why don't you need something like 70 or 80? Because it's such a good weapon. And like 50 crafting is, an average level.
Yeah, people
it's kind of
flax to 50 or 10 to 50. They just do flax, and they just make a shit ton of money, and it's still like not too long.
Sure, yeah. I don't know.
No, they really should just bring up all the levels and stuff. Yeah, but anyways.
Yeah, let's go on. So we'll start with opal. The first is the Ring of Pursuit with 10 charges. It provides 25% chance to reveal the entire path of an animal being tracked. This effect can only be triggered on the first step of tracking an animal. So obviously tracking an animal for hunter, right?
Yeah.
Anyways, what do you think?
Yeah, I mean, when I did my hunter grind, I hated like having to do rabbits and shit, and
yeah,
I think that's a nice, and I like that. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, that sounds cool to me. I don't see any issues with it. Okay, next is Expeditious Bracelet, 30 charges. Chance of a kill if on kill. Sorry, let me say that again.
So there's a chance every time, like, killing a Slayer task, I guess. Like, every time you kill a monster on task, it will count as 2 instead of just 1, but you don't get the experience for that second one. Kind of like a buy one, get one free, but...
Yeah, exactly.
With Slayer.
Sorry, I got like mind fucked trying to say that. Like, my whole brain just died. Something about it just didn't make sense. What do you think?
I think it's pretty useless, if I'm going to be honest.
I like the idea. Agreed. It's pretty useless.
Like, when would you ever want to use this?
The thing is, when are you going to give up your barrel gloves? Now, hold on. A lot of these items, I could see you wanting to throw them on. Not a lot of them, but maybe just this one item. Throw it on right before you're about to get the kill.
Yeah, but, like, why? Like, why do I want it to count as 2?
Maybe doing
unless
a
I'm
task.
padding my stats. Like, hey, I'm gonna kill Jad. Let me swap onto that and get. Now this counts as 2 kills. People think I got double the kill. Like, I don't really know.
Maybe you don't want to kill whatever you're killing. And you don't want to skip it. You know what I mean? Maybe it's not a bad task. You just hate doing it. But then again, like, that's a pain in the ass to throw that on to get the kill every time. Normally for Slayer, like, I'm trying to AFK it for the most part, unless I'm doing a boss. And if I'm doing a boss, I don't want to kill it faster. I don't want to get kills faster.
Exactly. Yeah, I don't really know. Maybe someone knows, like, if someone is listening that would be using this, let us know, because I don't know. I don't really see the use of it.
Yeah. Low levels, I could see using it. Fuck, getting 60 monkeys. What a fucking retarded task.
Yeah.
And I gotta grind that on my pure right now for I gotta get like 42 Slayer or something like that for one of the quests. Like, fuck, I get such stupid fucking requirements for these quests.
Yeah.
What a fucking bad Jesus Christ. Anyways, maybe I could see myself doing that to, throwing that on instead. Maybe. Yeah, okay, maybe. But then again, I need the fucking... I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, let's go on.
Okay. Dodgy Necklace. 10 charges. Provides 25% chance to prevent a failed pickpocket from stunning or damaging you. Thoughts? Yes? No?
I really like this. I actually really like it.
Yeah, it's pretty good. I think that's an awesome item to get.
Thieving is so obnoxious when you get stunned like 5-6 times in a row. Like, shit, when we were doing our last Iron Man challenge, or I guess the one before that, I don't know, I grinded thieving for like an hour and a bit, trying to get the ham robes, and oh my god, it was awful. You just get stunned like 5-6 times in a row, get one pickpocket, and then it happen over and over again. But then when you get a streak of like successful pickpockets, it's so satisfying. Yeah, it is. Really nice. So yeah, I like this item. It's cool. Let's see. Next is Amulet of Bounty. 10 charges. Provides 25% chance to conserve some seeds when planting in allotment patches. Sounds I like that. Sounds pretty OP. Save money on those watermelons. Yeah, that seems pretty good. I agree. Sure. I mean, it's just a little extra thingy you could throw on when you're farming. Not too big of a deal. Okay, next we'll go on to Jade. Ring of Returning, 5 charges. Teleports you to your current respawn location. Which would be, I think you can have Sears Village. You start off at Lumbridge. You can get Falador through the White Knight quest. You get... Through the Initiate's quest.
Yeah, Initiate's quest, sorry. You get Edgeville from paying 5 mil to one of the dudes. And Sears Village, I believe, from a diary. Yeah, I think so. Anyways, so yeah, you can teleport to whatever you have yours already set. I don't know. Seems kind of useless, but sure. What do you think? There'll be some uses. Say, like, someone gets poisoned and they're going to die. They don't want to make the run. Ring of Returning, but... Yeah, I mean, it's a cool little item. I don't think I'd use it that often, but you never know. There could be, like, a really nice use. It's always nice to have these items, because, yeah, eventually somebody does find a use. Yeah, exactly. So next is the Flamtear bracelet. 80 charges. Each build at the Morton Temple is substantially more effective. I'm going to opt out of that one because I haven't played Morton Temple or whatever. You have to do it for a quest. So long. I don't know what quest you have to do it for. That's the last time I did. Awful. I can't even remember doing it. I remember it being like, oh, this is actually not the worst thing ever. It's kind of different. Yeah, I remember actually going there, joining the world where people were doing it, and it was like
actually pretty good. Like, a lot of people were there, so I just went and finished it really quickly and left.
Yeah, I can't remember it, though. So I'm going to opt out, though, because I don't know if this would, like... Actually, you know what? I don't think many people play it, so yeah, I'll just throw it in there and make...
I think the bracelet would make it so you might be able to solo it.
Oh.
That's kind of what I'm hoping, and if you can, like, oh my god, that would be so nice.
Interesting. So, anyways, I'm going to opt out anyways, because I don't know enough about that.
Yeah.
You?
I like it.
So, yay?
Yeah, if it lets you solo, like, no one's there, you can solo it, then yeah, I like it.
If not, no, then?
If not, I don't know. I'm still fine with it. It makes doing
Okay.
the worst mini game for a quest possible. I like it.
So the next is Necklace of Passage. 5 charges. Teleport you to the Wizard Tower, the Outpost, south of Desert Eagles Eyrie in the Kaharidian Desert.
Is
That's
that,
it.
like, the southern part of the desert? Or where's the Caridian or whatever? I don't even know where that is.
It's in the desert somewhere. It's kind of just a square, right? So it's either the upper or lower.
Oh, okay. Yeah, sorry, I just, like, pulled up a picture.
Where is it?
It's just a desert, I think. I think that's
Oh, the
it.
whole
I think we're just
desert. Oh,
overthinking it.
okay. So it's the Eagles Eyrie, whatever the fuck that is. I don't know what that is. Anyways, south of the desert. Okay, you'll teleport somewhere in that giant desert. It's kind of when you do, let us know.
I mean, that's super nice because I was like, soloing Cal fight and stuff, and it is such a... And even when I do, like, when you just have to go down there, it's annoying, like, okay, gonna go to the duel arena, and then let me run. It's nice to just be able to bypass having to get your shanty passes and stuff. If it brings you into the desert.
There's a fairy ring. Fairy teleport right there.
Yeah, you can grab the... wait. Oh, yeah. What I would do... Well, what I started doing when I was doing Cal fight was I'd go to Edgeville and grab the thing and grab the... what's it called? The fairy ring near Edgeville in between the Grand Exchange.
Okay.
But, it's nice having, like, an actual teleport into the desert now.
Yeah, cool. So you're for it. I guess I am too. Mm-hmm. Fuck.
Yeah,
you know what? We got so many other...
Sorry, go.
I was gonna say, we have so many teleports in the game. Fuck it. Let's just be able to teleport to any fucking house in the game.
Yeah, let's just have it so we can pretty much home teleport, but you open up the mini-map and you just click it.
Oh, that's such a great idea.
RuneScape 3 2.0.
Yeah, exactly. No, let's not have that. I kind of like the idea of having to walk around sometimes and enjoy the world. That's one thing I hate about World of Warcraft is it got you to a point where like you could bypass everything.
Oh yeah,
but
dude, as a mage, just teleport everywhere.
Yeah, but before you'd have to use flight paths and
there's only like 2 points in each like little like continent.
Yeah, exactly.
You could, like to the top or to the bottom, and it's like, all right, I gotta run a lot. Yeah, like in vanilla and stuff.
So, the teleports. I don't know. I don't see why the fuck you would need to use it. Maybe I like the Wizard Tower. I guess so. Yeah, sure. Why not? Maybe people
just
will
to be
start
more convenient. I guess.
There. Yeah, I don't know. Mm-hmm. Okay, next we'll move on to the Red Topaz. I guess they're starting to run out of the things to call things. The names to call things. Next is Epherates Aid. Epherates Aid. 200 charges, allows any attack to deal damage to vampires. 1 charge depleted per attack. What do you think?
Kind of a useless item, but sure, why not?
Ish. Like, if you ever do the minigame, was it Temple Trekking, I think it's called? When you have to walk people, I think it's from Morton or near it, just south of it. You have to bring them to Canifis. That's where you get the lumberjack items.
Oh, I've never done it.
Oh, okay. Well, I was doing it for a bit because it was kind of fun and you can make some money on it. It's not like super efficient money, but it's fun. I enjoyed it, and I was trying to get the lumberjack items because why the fuck not? Anyways, there's vampires, and like you need to either bring your Wolfbane dagger or a silver sickle, or what was it? The arc light. So anyways, Sometimes I forget the items, and I don't know. I guess that's where I could only see it being useful. Or maybe in the raid there'll be a bunch of fucking vampires attacking you. Who knows?
Yeah.
But yeah, sure. I think this is a cool item, I guess. Potential to maybe add some vampires in the game. I don't know. Bracelet of Slaughter, 30 charges. Chance of a kill on a Slayer task, not counting towards your task, but still providing Slayer experience. So basically the opposite of the other, was it ring or bracelet?
Yeah.
I see this one being more useful.
I see this one being, like, a little OP.
Why?
Like, bossing. Well, just, I'm not even saying, like, even if you take out the Slayer experience, like, some people will, like, oh, I got a Bandos boss, or, like, you know, oh, I got Calfights, I should say, that's even better. I'm gonna go kill Calfight Queen, or I got Greater Demons, I'm gonna kill Zamarok. And it's like, because now you can wear, like, the helmet, the Slayer helmet, and you can kill them, like, more effectively, I guess. Yeah. And so you could, like, with this, you can kind of farm them more.
I guess, but, like, if you're farming, like, 120 of them, you know what I mean? Because you're getting that many on a task, usually, of the Greater Demons and shit. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. There's probably some stuff that, like, certain dragons, I guess. Maybe you get black dragons, you want to go kill Brutal Blacks, or just KBD, or, you know, like,
exactly.
Something that gives good experience, it's easy to kill. Well, yeah.
Yeah, I can see it. So, I'm okay with it, though.
Yeah, I think it's going to be a lot... I think it's going to be kind of strong, but yeah, I like it.
Cool. Necklace of Faith, 1 charge. Restores 10% of the total prayer points if your hit points fall under 20% while worn.
Not really sure... There's going to be someone who finds a really, really good use for this item.
Yeah, like,
I mean?
When I was trying to think, like, I don't know, maybe if you're de-hair rocking, like, I'm guessing that if you're praying melee protect or whatever, let's say, and somebody hits you and you're at, like, 1 health, it'll still consume the necklace and restore 10% of your prayer. But still, at 99 prayer, it's still only restoring 10 prayer, which is less than a prayer potion, so it's not like anyone's ever gonna, you know, bring 5 necklaces to throw on. There's probably definitely a reason we're missing, though. Like, there's a bunch of things where your prayer gets drained, so
yeah,
maybe it'll become useful there. And something upcoming, sure, I'm okay with it, though. You okay with it?
Yeah, why not? Seems like a really cool little gimmicky thing.
Yeah.
I like it.
It'll find its use somewhere, I guess. Burning Amulet, 5 charges. So teleports to the entrance to the Chaos Temple, teleport to the entrance to the Bandit Camp, and south of the Lava Maze. So I'm guessing that's like a fucking wilderness teleport.
Yeah, this is like going to be really good for Iron Men that need to, like, you know, those steel plate bodies and shit, like, teleports pretty much straight there. Like,
that's true.
Yeah, I mean, that's really strong. But even then, it's still, you're probably going to have to use, like, for some bosses, I think, you're going to probably, like, just bring this into the wild, like, teleport to there.
Yeah.
Yeah, it seems like a really good item.
So, I guess I'm okay with it, I suppose.
I'm not as much okay with it, but
I don't know.
I don't really think it should be a thing, but whatever. I don't really like the item.
No?
I mean, I like it. I see the use for it, but I think it kind of takes out, like, the wilderness, out of the wilderness. You know what I mean? Like let's say you're bossing and, like, is it KBD that's near the lava maze?
Yeah, sort of. Yeah.
So now it's like, hey, now instead of me having to take all the portals and, like, you know, get the diaries if I want to, you know, get to the
that's a
portal,
good point.
The temple altars faster. It's like, hey, let me use this one item, teleport really close to it, and then run there.
Yeah, you're a lot more. The risk is a lot less. Yeah, I might vote no on that faster. One. Although I don't think. I think they're all getting pulled as a bundle.
Yeah, like see, this is kind of part of the reason why everyone gets mad when they get PK'd while skilling or something in the wilderness, because Jagex keeps, like, implementing things that make it feel safer.
Yeah.
And then, so now, like, watch, there's going to be, like, a lot more people bringing riskier stuff to KBD. They're going to teleport there because, they're going to be hanging out at the, like, altar. And then you're going to see, like, a video or, like, something of some guy killing some dude for some, like, Bando's gear or some shit. And, you know what I mean? Like,
it's a good point. Yeah, I'm okay with this item.
All salty and shit.
It's a good point. I'm okay with this item.
Yeah, free items, I guess. But
I don't know. Yeah, it's just funny. Like, I love when people get upset about, like, I got into a conversation or whatever. I just hate when people bitch about, like, people who PK, you know, skillers in the wilderness, like people who PK runecrafters or people who are chinning. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Like, if you couldn't kill them, or, like, if you never had the risk of actually being killed, then, like what the fuck's the point of it being in the wilderness?
Exactly.
Like, you know, you're gonna bitch about, someone killed me, like, while I'm skilling and doing black chins. It's like, okay, first of all, you're making a shit ton of money per hour.
Yeah.
And, like, of course it's gonna be pretty risky. Like,
oh yeah,
just do what I did way back when. Just have a friend do it, and then you have other friends kind of be there for bait. And then when some idiot tries to kill you, you guys jump them. Just fucking lure like that.
Yeah, exactly. Always have a backup plan. But
yeah, exactly.
Okay, that's it for the silver items. Let's move on to. I think this is a cool item. This is a cool change. So, some changes to the ballistas. Let's go over what they've done. So, light ballistas, we've seen some changes. They're increasing the weapon attack to 110. Previously, it was 75. Increasing the level required from level 30 to level 65. So that's pretty big.
Yeah, that's huge.
Yeah, because
it's good though.
Yeah, it was 9 mil before, and you saw a lot of. Actually, you don't see too many low levels, I guess, running around with it, but it's out there.
Yep.
Okay, and then change to the heavy ballista. So this kind of all makes sense. So it's increased the range attack from 110 to 125. It's increasing the range strength to 15. Originally, it was 0, because normally you get your range strength from the ammo you're using.
Yep.
And it's increasing the range level from 65 to 75 required. And you're going to need Monkey Madness 2 required to wield. So I think that's huge for PKing.
I'm so happy they did this.
Yeah, that's massive.
Like, okay, you know, the ballista's pretty, like, the light ballista is pretty much the heavy ballista.
Yeah, that's what they tried to do.
But I don't know. Like, it's nice to actually have, like, a better tier. Like, people, like, higher end or higher leveled PKers have, like, a better option. Like, how lame is it that, like, a level 120, you know, using a heavy ballista, and then there's, like, a level 40 using a heavy ballista.
Yeah, exactly.
That's so silly.
So, yeah, I think that's a really good change. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not too familiar with lower level PKing, though, so I can't say how much that affects it, but let's move on. Mm-hmm. Halloween event is to be turned into a free-to-play quest. Did you do the Halloween event this year?
No, I actually completely forgot. I'm pretty cheesed that I didn't do it.
Oh, it was pretty good. It was actually pretty fun. It was like a murder mystery, sort of.
Yeah, I never heard. I've only heard good things about it.
Yeah,
didn't hear one negative comment about it.
It was pretty cool, and at the end there was like a little fight, but it was kind of unique. I guess you'd almost say it was a puzzle, sort of, not really. Anyways, so this is going to be pulled to turn it into a free-to-play quest. It's going to have no requirements. The reward will be 600 crafting experience, an uncut ruby, emerald, and sapphire, and it'll give you 1 quest point. Yeah, you won't really need anything for it. You just, no items. You can do it from the get-go. I guess you'll get phased in just like you do in this one.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's an idea, and I'm okay with it, I guess. You know what I mean? Like, yeah. I'm glad that they're going to keep it. Because if they weren't, I would just say reuse it every year or bring it back every year. But yeah, if they're going to want to change up their Halloween event every year, then definitely glad they're bringing this into the game so people can still experience it. Okay, so Sears, yep. We're seeing Sears Ring getting some love, boosting the magic bonus and defense by 50%. So Previously, the stats were +4 in both defense and offense in the Magic tree. Now it'll be raised to +6 in both, and imbued it'll be given +12. Yeah, that's good because the Sears ring always felt was a little underwhelming.
Yeah.
I guarantee you're going to see a huge panic sell because people are going to be... No, not panic sell. People panic buying. I don't think the price of these are going to change that much. I don't think the plus...
Yeah, I mean...
It's not going to be noticeable too much.
It doesn't affect me because I already have the Sears ring imbued.
Yeah,
I mean,
same.
in terms of the cost, I'm like... Sure. Like, I honestly, like, don't know the differences between rings, like, on how they affect, like... I know, obviously, they're all good to use, but... Like, never knew that the Sears ring was worse than all the other rings.
It's just that it feels... Getting Magic accuracy, because, like... Having more Magic attack, I suppose, doesn't raise how high you'll actually hit. It's just kind of how often you won't splash.
Yeah, exactly. Like, yeah, you can never have, like, a Fire Strike do more than, what was it, 9 or something?
Something like that. And, like...
Yeah.
I guess when you have +6 compared to wearing full Arums and shit, it feels a little underwhelming. You don't really notice it, and it's hard to notice when, like... At the point when you're wearing a Sears ring, your Magic level's pretty high, and you're not splashing too often anyways.
Yeah.
Now, quick disclaimer, I don't know... I have a fuck clue what I'm talking about, so if I'm wrong... okay, I'm sorry.
Yeah, I just think Magic Offensive just, makes it so you can hit your highest number, or, like, you hit higher more often, I guess, I think.
Maybe. I always thought it was that you didn't splash as much. I don't know, though.
Either or, it's probably the same thing. I don't know, but regardless, it's the same concept. You can't, like, hit higher with a certain spell than someone else.
Yeah, it's not so
you guys will always have the same max hit.
There are a few items that will boost your damage, though, and they're out there, like the Occult Necklace. I'm not gonna go through them all because I can't remember them all off the top of my head. So yeah, that was about it. I'm sure so those are all in the polls right now. So get out there and vote.
Yeah, make your opinion heard.
Yeah. And yeah, I mean, there's other questions being pulled, but I actually don't think we have time to go over them today because we're on a bit of a time limit, I suppose. So, you good to go? Do you want to take a break?
You want to take a quick little break? We can.
Okay, let's get some water. Alright, we're back from our little break. So, let's roll. Topic of the week. What you got?
Let's just talk about the Grand Exchange and, like, how it affected the game.
Alright, yeah. Okay, because that was introduced later on in the game.
Yeah, like, I remember when Old School had first come out, and it was, just kind of like Old School.
Oh yeah, and they didn't bring the Grand Exchange. They left it free trade.
Yeah, and it actually was like it almost didn't get implemented into the game. And I remember like SparkMac or some like bigger YouTuber like was like, "All right, guys, we have to do this. We have to get it in the game." And like there was like I think that was a YouTuber that made like a huge push like for the community, and then it eventually actually like barely got pulled.
Shit, eh? I don't know if I was playing during it. Because, like I said, I think we both took large breaks. We both started when it first came out, but took large breaks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, how do you feel about the like Grand Exchange, and how do you feel about like free trade? Like which one? Like going to World 1 Varrock West. Like what do you think about all that?
Guess the short answer, I like the GE better.
Mm-hmm.
But I guess the long-winded answer is. The GE is a lot more convenient for my play style currently, but I miss the days when I did play and I used World 1 and World 2. One thing I miss, and I know tons of people miss, is the old bank sale. Bank sale.
B sale.
Yeah.
Check out my full iron.
I missed those. Like, it's like a flea market. You'd go, they throw them all up. You'd be like, yo, how much for the D-Med? Because you're kind of hoping they're going to swing you a little bit of a deal. You might be able to flip it because they're kind of trying to get rid of a bunch of shit, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's usually what you swindle and stuff like that. So I miss that stuff. I miss going to World 2 and going to Falador Park and how it was all sectioned out. You'd have a section for each Barrows set. You had a section for, resources and specific resources. You had a section for, like, party hats and shit like that, which was always fun to kind of sit around and watch people, like, 3 people try to sell a 300 mil party hat.
Yeah.
So those are always fun to think back on, and I kind of miss those days, but at the same time, when I did play when it was free trade, I remember trying to buy some shit, and I remember it taking, 15, 20 minutes maybe, and I remember just being like, I don't have fucking time for this shit. I don't want, now I can go to the Grand Exchange and buy a hammer because I'm too lazy to walk to the fucking the general store.
Mm-hmm.
So it's more convenient in my play style. But yeah, I do miss the bank sales and other stuff like that. I guess your opinion?
Yeah, I think the Grand Exchange is more more fitting for just RuneScape as a today's type of a game.
So many items, holy shit, yeah.
Yeah, that and back in the day when we were all a lot younger when we first played RuneScape, there was that's kind of just I guess how the gaming community was back then. It was very bare bones with go stand in this spot and bank stand and try and buy random shit or sell random shit. But one thing I remember coming back to old school was oh cool, there's no Grand Exchange. Oh man, just the good old days. And I remember so often trying to buy shit and just it not working, and I always came across this one problem, and I actually didn't know about it, and I think I was watching a friend or some random YouTuber that was pretty much explain what the problem was, and it's let's say you want to buy dragon plate legs, and you're all right, I'm gonna buy them. Let's say that the average price is 500K at the time. I'm just throwing out a random number. You would see people saying that they're buying them or selling them for 200K, and you're I always thought they were 500K. These are way cheaper, and you would try and buy them all. You'd send trade requests, and they'd ignore you. And that shit happened to me all the time when I first got back into it. And I didn't realize that people made bots to stand in World 1 to advertise for fake prices. And then they would have another bot buying prices, that are way under. It was a way of flipping, but people would bot and do that.
Plus, a lot of people used in Zybez.
Yeah,
the website.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I was complaining to one of my friends how hard it is to buy shit. And he's man, use Zybez, and that's all I did. I just I remember when actually one of the first things I did in terms of making money when old school first came out was I'd farm minotaurs, and I'd get say 20 bronze spears at a time, and I would sell them for 10K each or something because people would use them for farming. And I would just throw up a post on Zybez, and then every couple days I'd refresh it, and I did all my buying and selling just through Zybez. I'd throw up a post, and I just continue playing the game, and it was pretty much the Grand Exchange, except you get fucking dickheads that are oh shit, you want to buy full rune? All right, you're in Sears Village, okay, come to Edgeville, come to my world too, and you're oh my god, all right, let me take 20 minutes to get to you. And then they're okay, but, now I'm changing the price or whatever. I'm going to try and undercut, you said, 300K. Now I'm going to buy for 200K, or I'm going to sell to you for 400. You get so many people that are trying to price gouge you and shit. And, that was the one thing that always bugged me was just, it wasn't really a problem back when we first played because... shit, yeah, no one really cared too much. You'd go to one area, I guess, but when it comes down to today's, I just think that people are just a lot more efficient. People play games and MMOs especially a lot more differently. They don't really the whole bare bones vanilla you're gonna struggle because why not? Everyone wants quality of life at the end of the day, and I think that's what the Grand Exchange really gives. It's just Yeah, they pretty much centralize like a trading hub. You go to World 1 at the Grand Exchange, you can buy and sell stuff still there if you want to do it like that. Or, just use the Grand Exchange. It's pretty nice. Even though, like, the one thing I've always found weird with the Grand Exchange is that it's like the most unique auction house system, because it, pretty much is an auction house. So, like, yeah, you look at other games and, like, if you look at other auction houses, though, you search up items and then you see who's buying it or like who's selling them for what prices.
Oh, that's true.
And then there's also generally not a limit, right? Like in a lot of the other games, there's no limits to the auction house.
The limit is how many people are actually selling the item, pretty much, right?
Yeah, exactly. And so, like, the Grand Exchange, you're limited to, 6 items, and when you buy, like, you're literally like, I'm gonna see if I can buy it at this price. Nope, I'm gonna see if I can buy it at this price. And sometimes you get fucked, right? Like, I want to buy a black pickaxe. Fuck it, I'm gonna put in 20K. I just don't want to have to fuck around with the price, and then you buy one at, like, 19K.
Yeah, and it's because it's not like accurate either, because the price can only influx by what is it, 2%?
Yeah,
up or down.
Yeah, exactly. So like, but the one thing is like, you can't see like what all the prices are, right? You can't see what everyone's selling them at. Like, you can't type in like Armadillo Godsword and then see like, oh, these people are selling it for this price. You just see like just a number, and you don't know who you're buying it from or whatever. And yeah, like, I don't know. Like, that just kind of comes off as weird, but I know RuneScape is like a very unique MMO in terms of just like how it is, so it kind of makes sense on why they would do the Grand Exchange like that.
Yeah, but that would be kind of cool to see who you were buying them from. Yeah, like, but then it could also be shitty, because then
yeah,
that's true.
I'll buy this off you, but for 20K less or 100K less. You see more price gouging. Like, one thing I remember, like playing, like, WoW or something, I bought some random item off the auction house, and then it was actually our friend who is in the Discord, Chunky.
Sure, okay.
He threw it up on the auction house, and I bought it, and he's like, dude, what the fuck? Like, why'd you could have just asked me for it, and I was like, oh, I didn't even know that was you, and he just, like, gave me the money back. I'm like, oh, that's nice, cool, why not? But then fucking, yeah, RuneScape, you never know, I could have thrown something up there for double the price, and one of you guys could have bought it.
I've seen a bunch of pictures and shit of someone putting, let's say, a buy request for an Abyssal Whip or a Dragon Chain or something for 1 GP or like 1K or something, and they actually get it over the course of a long period, let's say like 4 months. Yeah. I tried that. I put up a bunch of items, even when I quit, for like 6 months. Like, nothing ever fucking bought. It was so annoying. And I decided to do the opposite and put hammers up for sale and shit like that for 10K, because I figured eventually people just can get lazy and try to buy them. I did with rope I think I'd put rope up for 1K, and eventually they would slowly sell. That's kind of cool, but hammers, no, they haven't. And it's kind of pissed off a bit.
See, well, one thing I did was when I was doing like Morning's End quests and stuff, there was one area in like the elf little cities or whatever in like the forest. I grabbed like a bunch of barrels. Like, I grabbed like a full inventory of barrels, and I threw them up for like 25K each, and then like in a week they all sold, because you need them for certain quests. And some people are too lazy to go and pick them up yourself.
I'm one of them. I would fucking buy them if I could.
Yeah,
I'll go buy every item for the quest that I can, just so I don't have to go pick them up.
Yeah, I do that too.
That's a good item. Yeah, that's a good idea. Is find a unique item and sell that, like, that's for a quest, and put them up for like 10K or something.
Yeah, because there's been times where I don't even realize it. Let's just say barrels. I can't think of a specific item, and it's like, I really don't want to have to go all the way up there. If I can buy it, talk to the guy, and do it right then and there, fuck it. And I'll like throw in 100K, and before I hit enter, I'm like, wait a minute. Okay, let's think of like, am I this lazy? Am I going to drop like, 300K because I'm this yeah, yes I am. And just hit enter. Hope for the best.
Yeah.
And so you can get some easy money.
Done some similar things. So yeah, it's easy free money because you're not even really doing anything. And then
yeah. Like, one thing I did when I was on like a big fishing grind, and I like fished and cooked like a fuck ton of lobsters and swordfish. And at the time when I had first started fishing them, they sold like, I think it was like 220, like lobsters were 220 cooked each. And by the time I was done fishing and cooking them, they dropped down to 120, like literally 100 GP. Because this is over the course of like a month or something.
Yeah.
And I was like, that is fucked up. I know, I'm not doing that. There's some dude with way too much money. There's a group of people with way too much money, and they're dropping the price down as much as they can, or bots are just dumping everything. Like, and I actually, in hindsight, I should have just bought as many as I could. I should have spent all my money in the fish at the time. But what I did was I just threw it up on the Grand Exchange for like what the price was. I think I put like lobsters for like 224 or something. And then I waited like a month and a bit, and then just one day I woke up and they were all sold.
Huh.
Yeah, so that's always nice to do, but yeah, it's weird watching the prices go up and down. On
it's kind of fun too. Like I like watching, like checking out some of the items, like in the Abyssal Dagger, kind of when they put that on the Abyssal Demon drop table.
Yeah,
you kind of saw it tank a lot, so it's kind of fun to watch that drop. It's kind of interesting to see how sometimes items will fluctuate. Like you'll see, like, why the fuck did 4 months ago this dropped by like half the price for 2 months?
Yeah, sometimes they go up and down for like reasons I can't find out. Because I was trying to find out why like all the low tier fish was going down in price. And I honestly just want to say it was because of botting. I want to say that some botnet like found a way to not get banned.
It
and
could
then
be.
They got banned and everything got thrown way back up.
It could be because when things like especially resource items, well, all items, it's all supply and demand, but the resource ones are interesting because like thousands of those are coming and leaving the game every day.
Yeah. Yeah, it's always fun to like to watch and try and like figure out the prices and stuff. But like one thing I've noticed, like I'm super lucky. This like RuneScape is like the only game I'm super lucky in, which is awesome because kind of matters the most, I guess.
No shit. 4 kills for Bando's chest.
Yeah, like it's fucked up. Like I get really lucky. Shit, like 5 or 6 kills. I get a Dragon 2-hander from Calphite Queen, which is like twice as rare as a D chain.
Yeah.
Yeah.
God damn.
I got a freaking Draconic Visage off like 10 Steel Dragons. My first 10 dragons, I got one.
Oh god, this makes me
it's fucking ridiculous.
Kill myself.
It's ridiculous, but one thing I've noticed is like I'll buy full Guthans and then I'll use it for 2 weeks and I'm done with it, so I'll go and sell it, and then now I've made like 500k off of it. I don't know why it went down and why it went up, but like that happens so often. I'll buy an item to use temporarily, and I'll like the Abyssal Dagger. I bought it and I sold it within a week, and I made like 2 mil off of it.
Damn.
Like I don't know how the hell that's possible, but I'm not complaining.
It's hard to say. It's yeah, you never know, because sometimes an update or even just the mention of an update might be coming out. Let's say for the Sears ring, it's getting a little bit of a buff. You're going to see tons of people trying to buy it, and it's going to cause the item to like fucking skyrocket right now. Maybe let's watch it. Let's watch it. Okay, we'll watch it over the course of this week. See if it changes at all. Just over the item being pulled, it might not. This isn't as major of a change. Ballistas are interesting to see.
Yeah, a light is shooting up. I guarantee it.
So let's watch some of that.
Is going down.
We'll do that. We'll watch the items that are being pulled this week and see what happens. Even the gems, we'll see if anything happens with them being just mentioned. We might not see anything because these aren't being pulled, right?
Yeah.
But
yeah, I'm down though.
Cool. And yeah, you do any item flipping, some merching on the GE, as they call it?
I've done it quite a bit, but recently, no. I find flipping is the most stressful way to make money.
I don't like doing it. It's not that much fun.
It's not fun, but it works if you do it properly. Like I used to flip saplings. That was like one of my big items to flip, and that shit is so stressful because like when it comes to like yew and stuff, like yew saplings were really expensive. They were like almost like 8K a pop, I think, when I bought them, and I sold them for like 9.5K. And like that week, like I made like 1 or 2 mil off of them during that week, and you just gotta have them sit there while you're actually playing the game and doing other things, so it's nice. But
It's kind of satisfying to see the money rolling for free, but it's just my problem is I'd always watch it, like when items were being sold and shit, and like I'd be mid Slayer task and I'd be like, let me just run to the GE real quick and just sell these items just 'cause, I want my money to make money while I go make money.
Yeah,
right?
And I always found that like you're constantly like checking on it, like, man, should I just put it at a lower? Should I just hold on to it for a week? Like, oh my god, what do I do with it?
Yeah, I used to flip the god armors, the rune trimmed god armors, I guess, but the most success I think was from Zamrock. Made a fair bit. So, quick way if you want to do some see the margin for that you have to work with for a merchant. Well, the secrets to flipping right here. Basically, find an item you're interested in. Click the percentage up like 4 times. Buy the item. See how much the item you bought for. Like, see the price. Write that down. Sell that item for 3 clicks lower than the average price. Let's say. See how much that sells for. Write that down, and that's your margin to work in between for buying and selling. You obviously don't want to be as low as you sold that item because you were probably the lowest seller. So maybe a little bit higher. So, yeah. And I know that resources, like things that are commonly traded, can be good. You can buy those in high bulk. But I guess they can take a while because you're flipping them from, like, let's just say, like, 500. That's a lot. I think that'd be a fair gain is 500 GP per resource.
Yeah.
Opposed to buying like a big item, like let's say full Zamrock, which was like I'd buy it for like 400k and sell it for like 450. So I'm able to bang out like bigger chunks, but doing like resources, you're getting I guess it's consistent. I don't know what I'm talking about. I don't flip that much anyways. Stop doing that.
I'll let you guys in on a little secret that I did for a long ass time, and
shit, here it is.
I haven't done it recently, so I don't care about mentioning it. But I would buy a bunch of bossing and PKing supplies Thursday night, and then I'd buy them and I'd buy them like let's say Wednesday or Tuesday, and then I would get ready to sell them for Friday when all the kids get back from school and all the parents get back from work, and then especially like Saturdays, and then you just throw them up for like. You just merch off of the certain times of the day because everyone bosses on a Saturday. You go check out Bandos, like every world is filled with like 5 people in each world. Like everyone bosses on a Saturday.
Yeah, okay.
And so what I always did was buy bossing and PKing materials for like the middle of the week. Like you try and find the low points when people like just don't do it. And then you sell it on when everyone's doing it, and like you can actually. Like, obviously, some weekends, I would make so much money. Like, when I say so much, I'm not talking like 10 mil. I'm talking like depending on how much I put in, maybe like 1 or 2 mil, depending.
Yeah, it depends
on
the effort, right?
Yeah, it depends on which items I've noticed are working better and stuff, and which items aren't, like, heavily sought after, I guess. Like sharks would be a harder item because everyone's constantly flipping them and buying and selling them, and people bought them and stuff. You gotta find, like, the...
dragon arrows and shit like that.
Like random things that you would think that like would be good, and I would make like a decent amount of money. And you got to change it up. Sometimes it doesn't work out. Obviously, that's just how merchanting goes. But generally, you could, make maybe a free 100K or 2, and it's like why not? If you just have money sitting in the bank,
that's really clever though. The whole investing in bossing and PKing supplies early in the week, selling them on Friday or whatever.
When Zalra came out. When Zalra came out, I would flip the scales during the week, and I would also flip like some of the common supplies that people were using.
Cool, that's
and,
a good idea.
Darts and stuff. Yeah, like it always. Yeah, you gotta find like what people don't care about. It's like if people like, I spent 20 extra K or 200 extra K on sharks this weekend. That's fine. I'm bossing. I make that money back easily.
Yeah, it's and it's a lot of it's trial and error. You'll like learn.
Mm-hmm.
Fine tune. Are you gonna try to flip anything for the raids coming out for Christmas time?
I think so. Yeah, I kind of want to try and figure out what the setups are, what people are bringing, and I
don't think anyone really knows yet. But you should do that. Keep track of it, and then like once the raids come out, tell us what you did. Go in depth.
little words of advice. If you have a good idea, if you somehow are like, I know for like you got some insider info, you know which items are going to be probably used a lot, it's going to be a good idea to buy them now and hold on to them for a couple months for when the raids come out, because like all those, like the sharks and all those supplies are definitely going to go up unless they have like, you know, drops that are like 20 Sarah Brews noted and shit, right?
Yeah, exactly.
So once you find out what the drops are,
it's a gamble.
You can kind of work around it.
It's hard to say because they also said you can only bring in one inventory and the rest you'll have to work off whatever the raid gives you, right?
Yeah, exactly. So you got to think like, what's the most efficient items to bring?
People might not want sharks. People might want like
brews or
who knows. Yeah. And you could easily fail too, depending on how the raid comes out. So
you just have to have a good idea of it, and you know, or you can just sit back and just see how, you know, enjoy seeing people mess up. Like shit, you never know. I could be like, yeah, I'm broke now. Everything went down in price. Actually, I got fucked.
That's pretty funny. Are you gonna be playing a lot of RS this week? You think?
This week, I don't know. At the start of this podcast, I've been getting like a real strong itch to just make the hardcore Iron Man and just like do AFK stuff on him. But
I was going to say though,
heavy.
We should both, if you think you could play a bit, we should try flipping. If you're going to be on for a little bit, let's see if we can flip and see if we can make some money this week.
Yeah, I'll try to pop on. Like I'm just trying to like think of my week because I have like
let's try this.
3 big ass assignments due. So yeah,
I'm going to try this.
Flip some random things.
I'm going to try this, and you can too if you want. But I'm going to start at 100K and just see what I get to by next week.
Yeah, I'm down.
Okay, cool. I'm going to end up coming back and be like, yeah, I owe someone 3K. Going to be in the negative somehow. All right. Anything to go over for the trades, Grand Exchange? I can't really think.
I don't know. We covered quite a bit of it.
Yeah, I'm sure there's more to go in it, but
yeah, if we missed anything, you know, shoot us an email. We can always touch back on whatever we missed.
Soon we're gonna have to start picking. Yeah, soon we're gonna have to start picking pretty specific topics, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Going in depth on skills and stuff, because right now we've been picking broad subjects just to, I guess, ramble on about.
Yeah, and if you guys have questions of like, can you explain how this works? Like, we can easily go into all that stuff. Like,
we'll do the research.
Yeah, we'll do the heavy lifting for you, and you can just wait a week.
Yeah.
Wait a week, and that's it. But yeah, eventually, like, soon, I think we're going to be going into more in-depth about certain things, just because, like...
Yeah, mini-games, bosses, monsters, areas, quest lines, maybe.
Yep.
Skills. I don't know where to start, but we'll close our eyes and pick one at random.
Yeah, exactly. Throw a dart.
Exactly. Perfect. So let's slide on through to the fun part, the part where we give away some money. Woo! Right.
Yeah, I think it's time.
Okay, so we had a little giveaway going on for people who liked our Facebook, like joined our Facebook group or followed us on Twitter. And we threw a bunch of names. I just put people's last names in there just to keep the keep them anonymous as much as possible, I guess. Does that make sense?
Yeah, makes sense.
Okay, whatever. Let's do it then. So yeah, the winner was for 500K. All right, a little post-Halloween giveaway, and the winner is Mr. Mixta.
Easy
Congratulations.
Money.
So we'll send you a message and we'll get you that 500K as soon as possible. Cool. Okay. So yeah, thank you for participating in the contest, and probably have some more. I keep wanting to do ones for holidays and shit. I'm just like, Christmas right around the corner. Shit, let's do another one. Like, you just kind of have to. But
I guess we'll talk more about that as the weeks go on. Not saying there's anything because
nothing's set in stone yet. We'll have to just wait.
Yeah. My bank's looking a little shoddy. Who knows? Maybe when my pier gets going, it's going to be the fucking king of the wilderness. And I'll just be fucking slaying everyone. I'll be rich. Be fucking rich, I tell ya.
Or, fucking lose everything.
Bro,
lose the house.
I'll be begging for donations next podcast. It'll be the charity fundraiser event.
Our next giveaway, we're going to be doubling money.
Exactly. Yeah, that's gonna be for Christmas. I think that's fitting for the season. All right, so that being said, send us Facebook messages or send us tweets or emails, and we'll happily read those on the show. And that's basically it. I think that's it. What, you got anything going on next week? Or I guess this week, because it's Monday, right?
Yeah. Yeah, I got so much schoolwork. I have so much schoolwork, I don't want to do any of it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, I feel you. Sometimes at work, I usually get, a list of shit, but sometimes I'll be, really stressed out over something, and then, they'll add onto my list, and I'm like, you know what? I'm not going to do any of my lists just because you added 4 more things to it. None of it's getting done now because now I'm overwhelmed and I'm going to go smoke cigarettes in the corner.
One thing that actually kind of pissed me off. So, last weekend, I probably should mention at the beginning, but last weekend, the one that just passed, I'm like, all right, I got, a raid Saturday night and, that's fine. I feel like going. And I have so much schoolwork. I'm going to spend, all Friday and all Sunday just doing my schoolwork. I'm not going to do anything else. And I, did so much schoolwork. I have a preliminary design, I guess. So that means I have to do pretty much draw a bunch of aspects of a senior center that I've been making. So the floor plans and then an elevation, which is pretty much a picture of the front, the north, south, east, and west sides of the building. And I have to do show my roof plans. I have to do so much shit. And I'm like, all right, I can do this. I got to just sit down for 15 hours this weekend pretty much and just do all the rough copy versions of it. And then I'll be good for this week. And so I spend pretty much my whole weekend just doing that. And then last night, I think my history group was like, all right, Derek, you gotta do this presentation. You gotta make it because none of us know how to do it. I'm like, all right, that's fine. Even more work, I can do it. And so I finished my design, and as I open up all the shit that they send, even though they sent a bunch of wrong stuff, I had to wait 3 hours for them to send the right stuff. But I go and check my online my college website, and I get an email from my professor, and he's like, yeah, you guys might have noticed that your rough copies look a little bit too big on paper, and that's because I forgot to tell you have to scale it down to a different number than what I told beforehand. So that 15 hours I put into design, literally out the window.
Can't you just scale it down?
I've already drawn it, though.
Oh.
Yeah, I did 1 to 100. So 1 meter, or fuck, I can't speak, but I scaled it down to 1 to 100, and but now we have to do 1 to 75. So sorry, we have to make it bigger. Sorry, it was a little bit too small. We have to make it bigger. Sorry, I'm mixing it all up.
Just stretch the paper.
No, but I mean the lines, the building itself that's drawn is not the right size. Everything, because I had a big piece of paper and I threw a bunch of shit onto it, and everything looked when I did it, I'm like, this doesn't look like it fits properly. This just doesn't look right. In terms of this all looks a little too small. And but whatever, this is what he wanted, and and then he's like, yeah, it's because it was too small, and you guys gotta kind of make it bigger. I'm sorry. And you're just kind of oh, cool. Now I gotta fucking spend 15 more hours doing this all over again. Because you can't erase half of it and then, you know what I mean? It's already been put down on paper. So I have to redo all that shit. I don't know, it's gonna be fucked, but it'll be fine.
Now think. That's 15 hours right there, right?
Yep.
15 hours. That's fucking experiencing gold loss you're missing out on.
Yeah, the gains.
What's wrong with you?
The gains are not a thing. I'm gonna make up for it on during my little Christmas break.
It's impossible, man. It's like sleep. Once the gains that are lost are they're gone. They're lost in the abyss
I'm gonna
of
stay
time.
up for like 3 weeks straight. I'll just stream myself staying up for 3 weeks straight, and then I'll just catch up.
What's that? Did you just announce you're doing the 282-hour stream?
I'm breaking records. Records here.
Shit! All right. It's like, yeah, I'm like 3 weeks into it now, but so yeah.
The only sleeps I've had are seizures, but we're good. We're still playing. Got a doctor on call. We're good.
You're sitting on like IV and shit.
Like just dead.
Just got like a pacemaker constantly shocking you. My heart's just not working, but the muscles are, so we're good.
Yeah.
All right, so yeah, tune in for that because that's gonna be a show to watch. It's going down in RuneScape history. But yeah, right up there with the Falador Massacre.
Yeah.
Cool. Hopefully I'll have my pure ready to go for next week. Hopefully, I'm really hoping. But fuck, Monkey Madness 2, Ancient Magics, Great Brain Robbery. On top of that, you gotta I gotta fish to 50 fishing, which.
Yo, just do there's certain quests, like you can get like 24 fishing off of one quest, I think.
I think I did 11 quests.
Or something?
11 or 12 quests this weekend.
Damn. I think it's Sea Slug or something like that gives you, like, it's really easy to do, and you get a bunch of fishing levels off of it.
I might look into it, but either that or maybe I'll just have him AFKing lobsters while I do some shit. I don't know. Hopefully that'll be good to go. And as for my main, I kind of want to do some more PKing, but not. I want to do the PKing where you piss people off and PK people who are trying to skill.
Yeah, or bosses. Go to the easy bosses and just pick off some noobs.
Yeah, because I know I know for a fact that you can get kills at Callisto because I've died there 3 or 4 times.
Yeah. Even some of the crazed archaeologists and stuff. Those guys are those. That series of bosses, they're good. Yeah,
so the one problem I have with the wilderness is how vast it is. Like a lot of time you want to save your run energy, so you're like, I don't like to bring stamina potions. I might do that though, but
yeah, I always do just because I'm lazy.
Yeah, you're spending like fucking half an hour walking between the places you're trying to find people, but at the same time I like it because you're like, it just feels like you're hunting. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know, it's cool. Yeah, that should be. I hope happens. So, yeah, that'd be cool to see.
Yep.
And that's it for the show, pretty much.
Yeah, I think it's all
it
she
for
wrote.
us. Pretty sure I already said that, so that means I'm getting a little loopy, and I need to get some sleep. But that being said, listen at the end when the little outro music's playing, and you can figure out ways how you can, stay up to date with the show, or you can send us messages and maybe participate a bit, or if you want to play with either us or other scapers, figure out how to do that. And you know what? I think I'm going to open up a clan chat, CC clan chat, because you would have think that would have been the first thing we would have started instead of all these fucking Facebook, Twitters, and Discords, and fucking Ventrilo. Not really, but so maybe I'll just start a clan chat, because I'm not in one. And we'll let you know for next week. All right?
Yeah, we'll tweet out or something if you want to get in. We'll tweet out the second it's up, and then we'll announce it this week or this next week, I guess.
Yeah, we'll fucking tweet it. Or I also got a Google Plus. I should mention that, but who the hell even uses that? So,
wait, you made a Google Plus?
Yeah.
Nice.
For reasons that I couldn't figure out, so it's there, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Let us know what it is, and if you use it, why you use it. All right, I guess we'll see you guys next week then.
Yep.
Ciao.
Have a good one.
To stay up to date with show news, RuneScape news, or just shitpost and hang out, you can find us on Twitter at TheWildernessRS. You can feel free to join our Facebook group at facebook.com/TheWildernessPodcast. We also have a YouTube channel set up, so feel free to check us out by just searching the name of the show on YouTube. You'll also see it over at Twitter and on Facebook as well. We also have an email set up, so if you want to get in contact, maybe you have some questions or something you want to hear discussed, a story you want to tell us, or just some feedback, you can email us at thewildernesspodcast@gmail.com. And we also have a Discord set up. And if you feel like you want to join and maybe hang out and play with some other scapers, just let us know. Send us a message and get in contact and we'll get you in there. Thanks again for listening. We can't appreciate it enough. Have a good night.